Enjoy this great game.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and it has finally happened. The Dodgers have designated Trevor Bauer for assignment after his reinstatement from MLB suspension. They had till today to make a decision on what they were going to do. If they could trade him, they could still potentially trade him, but obviously they couldn't get that done, so they had to go ahead and make a decision, put him on the roster or DFA him. They have DFA'd him, and we're going to get into the details of what this means. Personally, I think this was the right decision. I'm going to get a lot of heat for that, but it's not just about this latest issue, the latest allegations, the latest suspension. It's about that he has constantly caused problems and issues. And even before all this, it was questionable of if a team would sign him or which team would sign him. I mean, obviously a team was going to sign him. He had just won the Cy Young, but was it worth the risk? Was it worth the potential problems this guy's going to create? Because he creates issues. It's just the way he is. He needs to be the center of attention. I didn't see sexual assault allegations coming. I didn't see that coming, but he had gotten into some trouble here messing with women on Twitter and things like that. And of course, just weird things on the field that he does. And every spring training, it's something wacky and, you know, throwing the ball over the fence with the Cleveland Indians. It's just like it's always something. And those things might be small things, just one, or, well, I wouldn't say harassing a woman on Twitter is a small thing, but I'm just saying nobody's perfect. And I get that. I'm not trying to be unfair. And if another team wants to give him a chance, I don't have a problem with that. He's eligible. He wasn't charged with anything. And if another team wants to give him a shot, hey, he's allowed to continue his career just like anyone else is allowed to continue his career if he can find an employer. I personally think that if I was running a team, I wouldn't want him. And I don't think the Giants should get him. That's just my opinion, because I think it's going to be more trouble than it's worth. I think that it's just not worth it. It's not worth the headache. And I guarantee you, whoever signs him, he'll make headlines. In my opinion, he'll make headlines. But anyway, Trevor Bauer is free to pitch again in the MLB. It won't be with the Dodgers. The Dodgers announced on Friday that the former NL Cy Young Award winner will no longer be a part of their organization after his reinstatement from a suspension that was shortened from 324 games to 194. So the team has until next Thursday to trade him, at which point he must be placed on unconditional waivers. So they still have time to trade him, but I highly doubt that's going to happen, because that will probably mean a team's going to have to take on some of his salary. They're just going to wait, let the Dodgers release him, and then try to get him for the league minimum of $720,000. Whether or not Bauer signs elsewhere, the Dodgers will have to cover the remainder of the $22.5 million in salary that it still owes the right-hander. Here's their official statement. The Dodgers organization believes the allegations of sexual assault or domestic violence should be thoroughly investigated with due process given to the accused. From the beginning, we have fully cooperated with Major League Baseball's investigation and strictly followed the process stipulated under MLB's joint domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse policy. Two extensive reviews of all the available evidence in this case, one by Commissioner Manfred and other by a neutral arbitrator, concluded that Mr. Bauer's action warranted the longest ever active player suspension in our sport for violations of this policy. Now that this process has been completed, and after careful consideration, we have decided he will no longer be a part of our organization. Simple as that. Whether you want to believe MLB and their investigation or not, it's up to you. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I mean, a lot of it is PR stuff. A lot of it is, you know, they had to. I mean, he was going to get suspended. And the thing never went to trial. We didn't get all the evidence. We don't really know. I'm not here to say Trevor Bauer is a horrible person who beats up women. I don't really know. But I just know the dude has been a problem almost since day one. Back with the Diamondbacks, he was a problem. They traded him. They got rid of him. They were having issues with him. It's been, I mean, he was writing rap songs about them, talking crap about them, and one of their catchers, I think Miguel Montero, I don't even remember anymore, but a lot of insanity has gone on throughout his career. It's like everywhere he goes, maybe except the Reds. Maybe he was okay with the Reds. I'm not sure if I remember anything in 2020, but that was the shortened season, of course. Bauer was initially to be sidelined for the remainder of the 3-year contract, but his reinstatement left the club with a decision to make. They waited to the last possible time to pull the trigger. And that's it. The Dodgers are on the hook. I mean, hey, it's not going to be the end of the world for the Dodgers. They're going to have to pay this $32 million. And dude, no reason to feel bad for Trevor Bauer. The dude is a multi-millionaire. And if he can still pitch, I'm sure he's going to find an opportunity somewhere. But he has made some bad decisions. Even if he's not guilty in this whole thing, he made some stupid decisions. At a minimum, it is what it is, man. You make these kind of decisions throughout your career, and this is what happens. He's still a multimillionaire, and he still had a big league career, and he has a chance to continue that big league career. I hope it's not with the Giants. I don't want to deal with it. I don't think the Giants are going to sign. I think it's an impossibility. I don't know what teams would. The Rangers look like they're pretty much stacked. I don't think they have any interest in Trevor Bauer. They have signed some real deal pitchers right now for their rotation. Their rotation is completely stacked. That was a team that I was thinking of earlier, a few months back, but I don't think at this point that they'd be interested. I don't know. I've heard Astros thrown around. I've heard some teams thrown around as possibilities. We'll see. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if nobody signs him. I wouldn't be surprised if none of the 30 teams, if all 30 teams are like, you know what, pass. If nobody signed Barry Bonds for 2008, coming off of a season where he showed how productive he could be with, I don't remember, what was his on-base percentage in 2007? I'm about to look it up before I finish this video. What was it? Over 400? I mean, his on-base percentage in 2007, I believe, was like 480. 480 on-base percentage in 2007, 132 walks, 28 home runs, 28, and nobody's signed him. If nobody's signing Bonds after that because they thought that he was too big of a headache, I know there's no way anybody's going to sign Trevor Bauer. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think. What team do you think he might sign with, if any? I wouldn't be surprised if nobody signs him. But it is what it is, man. We'll see what happens. You guys have a fantastic day. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Put your thoughts down below. And we will talk to you next time.